Hello, this is Sifu Scott with North Colorado Springs Tai Chi, and boy, do I have a place for you today. Take a look at this. We have a beautiful river flowing over rocks here on both sides. This is amazing. So today, I want to talk to you a little bit about energy. So take a look behind me, what's going on here. We've got water flowing down over the rocks, almost in a small waterfall, into a rapid here. One of the things we're seeing with flowing water like this is that's a lot of energy. If I were to jump into that water, I would get very, very cold. It's icy cold. But if I got into that, the force of that water pushing on me, sweep me down over those little falls into that rapid. That's just an enormous amount of energy. They even talk about it in CFM, cubic feet per minute. I have no idea. It might be 800 cubic feet per minute. That might be 1,000 cubic feet per minute of water. I'm not sure what the water flow level is at right now. But what we're looking at is all this energy. So we want to talk about energy in Tai Chi. So we have in Tai Chi 37 postures that we do within the 108 form. Those are all the postures of Tai Chi. Postures are things like white crane spreads wings, or opening, brush knee and push. Golden rooster stands on one foot. Those are all postures, but the postures are empty. They just tell us about the structure. They tell us like where our hands and our feet should be. But in themselves, there's really nothing in them. So we need to fill the posture with energy. Here's a kind of a metaphor for you. Think of a fire hose. A fire hose is made out of canvas. It's all rolled up. And you can toss it out on the floor and make any shape you want with it. But it just sits there. It doesn't do anything. But then comes all that water into that fire hose, 100 PSI, 200 PSI, and all of a sudden that fire hose becomes alive. It inflates, it becomes stiff. So if I were to pick up a real fireman's fire hose there, and the nozzle is closed, it might be like a 2x4 in my hands moving that. If the nozzle's open, then it's issuing the energy out, and that thing becomes like a whip all over the place. Takes multiple firemen to hold on to that and actually keep that in place. That's what we want. You have a structure that you create with your posture, but now I need you to fill it with energy. Because until the energy's there, it's not going to do anything. So we can also fill it with energy, but then we can also release the energy out, like your fingers and your hands are the nozzle of that hose. But that's getting into Fa Zhen. We're just going to talk about the very basics of using energy. We're going to talk about two energies today. We're going to talk about Peng and On. So in the opening movement of Tai Chi, I sink a little, my hands rise up, open, and I just call that close when I go down. Two energies. Peng energy coming up here, On energy, pressing down energy here. Now, Peng energy, it means to expand, really. The actual words are ward off. We use that in Grasping Sparrow's Tail. We ward off. But it's expansive. It's like a balloon. You blow into a balloon, it doesn't blow up on one side, it blows up all the way around. So when I expand, I'm going to pull my shirt here as tight as I can here, a little bit. And you watch my back. As I expand, my back goes out. So as I Peng, I become like a balloon going out. Peng. And then On, I pull down. So I'm going to have a friend help me demonstrate that with you. So I'm going to call Chet to come on out here. We have to tippy-toe through the rocks here. So Chet is going to be my bronze man today. This is one of my students from a long time ago. We were young back then, weren't we, Chet? Yeah, okay. When we did karate, now we do Tai Chi. So if Chet acts like a statue and maybe he's grabbing for me, whether he wants to push me here, or he wants to get me by the throat, any of that stuff, I need a defense against that. So he reaches out and he becomes bronze. My hands now contact with his, or my arms, and I can control him by lifting. I sit a little, let my hands rise, and I lift him until he's kind of going back. His toes are going to start to lift. I can even circle him around a little bit and control him. This is Pung energy. Now in the form, the hands come up and then the hands come down. And so now I'm going to use on energy, pressing down, pulling behind me about 6 feet and a little to the side. Boom. He doesn't like that. I'm going to go the other direction. Boom. He doesn't like that. If I want to just go all the way over, I can just lay him out across the rocks here. So it's a good self-defense, but it's the energy that makes the posture work. So again, I pung up, I control him. I pung down, I control him, and I do a little waist action, and that gets me into a positive position. So, for energies, you want to be like that fire hose. You want to fill this form of yours with energy that can control things. That's Pung, that's On. And there are 8 energies, standing energies in Tai Chi. And we see a lot of those in grasping sparrow's tail. For instance, we have ward off, roll back, press, split, push down. There were 5 right there. We're not going to go into all those, but this is energy. You see energy here at work. If I were to, again, push my hand in there, it's going to push me away. That's what we're looking for. Filling your structure with energy and controlling your opponent. Hey, thank you very much for watching today. This is Sifu Scott with North Colorado Springs Tai Chi, and we're out in beautiful, lovely Colorado here. Hey, I want you guys to have a great day, and remember, all important things, remember to relax.